65% shooting. The series lead on the line in Miami. The Sixers and Heat, called by Brian Anderson, Kevin McHale, and Rebecca Harlow, followed by the Warriors and Spurs. Ettore Messina will be coaching in place of Greg Popovich in that one. And NBA TV has the Blazers and Pelicans at 9 o'clock Eastern. Here in Atlanta, Studio J, TNT NBA tip-off, presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. And this series fixing to go to a different level now that Joel Embiid cleared to play starting tonight.
Have they decided if he's going to start or not?
Yes,
He's starting. Well, it's going to be interesting. He's been out of the mix for a long time. He's going to get him a great jolt of energy. But the crowd in Miami is going to be going crazy. He's going to be nervous. He can't try to do too much. That's the key when you come back from an injury. Just let the game come to you.
Making his postseason debut, obviously, the phantom of the process with the mask and goggle combination going on in this one. I'm thinking this brings us on Whiteside more into play on the Miami side too.
Well, Charles just made a statement about let the game come to you, and a lot of times people don't even understand what that means. Sometimes I don't even understand what that means. So for me, I think that he is a good enough player to say, I have to be offensively aggressive and defensively aggressive. And then if it's not falling, shots aren't falling, then create opportunities for others. But I think if he waits and tries to be part of the game, that's what he could do when he's healthy and when he's been playing. But I think, Chuck, he's got to come out and test the water and then judge it by that, how aggressive to be.
Well, what he means by that, let the game come to you, because, I was a similar player to Chuck. You want to come out aggressive and make a name for yourself. If the first shot falls, you keep going.
You keep going.
If your first couple shots don't fall, you take it easy, see what everybody else is doing.
All right.
Stay out of trial trouble. But, Chuck, I agree with you, let the game come to them. I think this is going to go deep in the playoffs. What I mean by that, game one, Philly shot lights out, they won. Second game, D-Wade came out of nowhere, 28 points, they won game two. Chuck, I agree with you, it's going to be a very interesting game, but I don't know who's favored in this series yet.
Well, I tell you what's going to be interesting. I think the Whiteside thing.
That's what I was trying to get to with you guys earlier, because his impact has been minimal so far.
Because they're better without him, Ernie.
But the last time Philadelphia lost a game on the road, it was in Miami, and Whiteside went 26-8. He and Embiid have had this thing going on all season long.
That's called hatred,
I think that gets Whiteside more engaged in this series.
Yes, Ernie, it will get Whiteside more involved, but he's so he's just not consistent at all. No. He hates Embiid.
Cut it out.
Embiid hates him, but the Heat are better without him. It's plain and simple.
Well, I disagree with you. Whiteside is Capella that doesn't get the drop-offs. He's only averaging 3 points. He's not touching the ball. He's not even playing the game. First game.
Well, first of all, Capella's a better player than him.
Capella
is better than
gets drop-offs. Cut it out. Capella gets
he works harder.
He still gets drop-offs. Don't act like they call a play for him, man.
They does it, but I'm saying Capella works a lot harder.
The man had 26 the last time they beat him.
I know that, but he has 26 once a month.
Kenny, if you get him some touches.
I would say this, the Heat are playing better without him, but they can't win without him.
They cannot. I agree with that. But that's only if he's going to play with a guy who's going to get 26. If he's going to get me 3
this series.
Let me tell you something. I ain't never had 3 points in my worst day.
He only had 6 shots in the whole series.
Well, that's because he only played.
Chuck, he's not getting no touch.
Can't score from the bench.
Exactly.
But there's a reason he's on the bench. A coach don't bench
Capella
a player
without the
just for the hell of
drop-off.
it.
That's what it is. He's Capella without the drop-off.
Meantime, how much can D-Wade sustain in the way he's playing right now? 65% shooting, 20 a night, had 28 in game 2.
He can't sustain it over
36.
He can't sustain it over 7 games. But if you could count on a game 1, a game 4, and a game 7 where he could play well, you could count on that. Maybe you can't count on 7 straight games where he could dominate well, like he did when he was playing with Shaq. But every other game, he could do it. This is the type of effort he can give you.
Let me tell you something.
Every 2 or 3 games.
Dwayne Wade did his job.
Yeah.
He got him a split in Philly. Now, it's up to those other guys to get off their behind and do something. Dwayne Wade did what he was supposed to do. He got them a split. Now it's up to those other guys to win these next 2 games at home, plain and simple.
Exactly. You're at home and there ain't no excuses.
Miami bench, by the way, been great in this series. 52% of Miami's points have come off of the bench, and the series is tied at a game apiece. Joel Embiid gets into the act tonight in Game 3. Cannot wait. It's off to Miami next.
He got a mask and goggles?
Yes.
Process. He would have gave it to you too, Shaq.
I know he would have. And I still would have been juggling these things right on my little left finger.